A fractional CMO, they're going to hand you a very nice polished strategic plan. I'm going to give you the plan and then I'm going to execute it. You'll have one partner, a strategy all the way through book calls, which then translates into pipeline and revenue, which is the most important thing, right? And if you run a tech firm doing $1 million or more and you're stuck relying on referrals, and this is for you. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact system that I've used with over 100 plus tech firms to build a predictable pipeline of high intent qualified prospects without cold email, without spray and pray on LinkedIn, and not just hiring another marketing agency that really will just force you like a square peg into a round hole. And more importantly, no hoping that a referral is going to show up this quarter to kind of save your bacon. I'm going to embed as your fractional CMO and CRO, a true growth partner, where I can help build the strategy, then construct the growth engine, and then execute the plan and run it for you. The three things, by the way, that determine success in client acquisition of cold prospects, those are folks who don't know, like, and trust you yet, are the offer, traffic, and trust. And I use AI to do the work that used to take 4 to 5 person marketing team to execute. The target is going to be high intent qualified prospects, the bottom of the funnel, that will be booked on your calendar every month. You show up, do what you do best, close, and then deliver great results. If that sounds interesting, keep watching. And if not, no hard feelings, you can bounce out now. My name is Terrence Brantley. I am the founder of Grow AI Partners, the host of the Grow IT podcast and founders in the Funnel podcast. And I've spent the last 4 years doing one thing, and that is helping B2B tech firms, IT consulting firms, AI firms, software development firms, and B2B SaaS platforms. That's it, nothing else. I've worked directly with over 100 of them and interviewed more than 300 on my podcast, okay? So let's talk about your options moving forward right now, because you probably tried one of these. Option one is a fractional CMO. They will hand you a strategy, it looks great, right? Slide deck, PDF, it may have a roadmap and a set of recommendations for you, and then that's it, they hand you to execute. You don't have the bandwidth to do that, to build all that, right? Marketing is not your thing, and that's really why you hired them. It's a great plan with no execution. Option two is a marketing agency. Agencies execute, but they execute one thing. You typically do it very well. They do a lot of things and be generalists, right? SEO shop will sell SEO, an ad shop will sell ads. Every problem becomes the service that they just so happen to sell. They put you as their square peg into their round hole. And they treat you like every other logo on their roster across multiple industries. The same playbook, the same generic funnel, same email templates that they've run for the last 12 clients in all different industries. But your firm is different. Your deal size is different. Your sales cycle is different. Your people, your delivery capacity, your founder's time, your profit margin, your operating margin, they're all different. And a templated system that's built for someone else's business, especially in a different industry, does not produce pipeline for a B2B tech firm like yours. So let me offer you a third option: strategy and execution that's built specifically around your firm, and you get a true growth partner who's in it for the long haul to ensure that you get results. One person, fully accountable, and focused on two things: pipeline and revenue. Now, the framework for B2B tech, new client acquisition, is really the same every time. There are only really the three things that matter. I mentioned them earlier: offer, traffic, and trust. Now, with referrals, all three are handled for you, right? Someone vouches for you, the prospect already knows you, they're open to the pitch and your deal size, which is typically 6 figures. That's easy. But when you go out to cold traffic, prospects that don't like and trust you yet, all three of those things break at one time. Now you're trying to pitch a $100,000 deal to a stranger, and that's like proposing marriage on a first date. It just doesn't work. So here's what I built. First, the offer. I found out who are your best clients, right? Who are the ones that pay the most, who you like working with, who you deliver the best results for, and then I built an entry point offer that cold prospects will say yes to. It's not your full service offer. It's really a de-risked way for them to experience working with you, right? You're a subject matter expert. Second, traffic. I build a meta ads funnel, not LinkedIn where you're bidding against corporate budgets, unbelievably high expense. Meta has the best targeting data and algorithm, and it's still really an untapped channel for B2B tech. I go after the 10% of your market that's really actively looking right now, because that's all there really is, looking for your service right now at any given time. And I let them raise their hands on their terms. And then the third final thing is trust. I'm going to install a sales process with trust building assets, kind of like this video here, where you demonstrate your expertise instead of pitching. You're not chasing anyone. You're really just teaching them, and that's how you close 6-figure deals from cold traffic. And here's why one person can do all this now. AI, right? Content production, ad iteration, list building, qualification, follow-up reporting, what used to require an entire marketing team with an account manager, content person, ad creative person, and many more, right? Now runs on systems that I built, and that's the whole reason why this pricing model works, right? I'll give you a quick example. Future View Systems, they're an FP&A software and outsourced accounting, selling to companies between 50 and 250 million, mid-market enterprise. John Floyer, the CRO, was already running paid ads in-house. He was getting traffic, 113 opt-ins, 0 book calls. His words on our very first call were, we're getting a ton of impressions, a ton of opt-ins, and we're not converting anybody. Now, he didn't have a strategy problem. He had an execution problem. So I rebuilt the entire funnel, a dedicated landing page. Instead of pointing traffic just to his main website, we had campaigns split up by persona, one for the finance leader that's drowning in Excel, one for the CFO who wants a strategic partner. And then we just tested creatives every week. And then 90 days later, over 100 qualified leads, 20 book calls, and 60% of Future View's entire pipeline right now comes from that one channel that we built for him. And here's a quote from John. I'm going to read it to you. Right now, the pipeline is probably 60 to 65% from your campaigns. We've generated over 100 qualified marketing leads and 20 book calls. And he said this, I did not believe that MetaAds would find this type of audience, and yet it does. I am stunned that the people opting in, that 50% are CFOs. I'm stunned by that. Now, the same patterns across the book. We had an SAP, automation firm whose founder told me flat out he was a huge doubter of Meta, didn't think it would work. 41 leads at $57 each in 6 weeks, and a call with a principal at Accenture. An ERP consulting firm that had watched prior campaigns go nowhere. They would cost per lead cut from $93 to $60, and the first close deal came within 14 days. Offer traffic plus trust, it's always going to equal a predictable pipeline, which is really what you're looking to do when you're trying to break free from referrals. Now, it will be a consistent flow of qualified meetings every month. It's something that's predictable. It's something that's repeatable. It's something that you can now start to effectively build your firm because you know what's coming in. The same pattern we've seen across dozens of firms. An IT consulting firm in healthcare, they went from one client accounting for a significant portion, so 50%, huge, to a $2 million pipeline in just 6 months. A software platform closed 2 $100,000 enterprise contracts in 4 months. An AI firm closed 2 $45,000 projects in just the first 60 days. Again, if you have an offer, right, and then you have the right traffic, and you're able to build trust at scale, you can ensure that you will build a predictable pipeline. So here's how it works. I'll come in as your fractional CMO and CRO. I'll own the entire strategy and execution, the offer, the funnel, ad spend, content, workshop process, whatever we need, right? Follow-up reporting, all under one person, one throat to choke, essentially. That this is going to be built specifically for your firm. Now, the investment is $6,500 a month for 12 months because long-term thinking has been consistently the difference between those who get results and those who do not. Now, compare that to some of the alternatives. Full-time CMO is going to be $250,000. Add a demand gen person, SDR, you're well over $400,000. They probably the CMO too hasn't sold a $200,000 tech deal in their life. Again, you're going to work directly with me, not in a junior associate, not some marketing account manager. I take on 1 or 2 partners every quarter, and that's really just a bandwidth limit on my side. It's not a scarcity tactic. So if you're tired of relying on referrals and you're sick of those feast or famine sales cycles and you're done choosing between advice that you have to kind of execute yourself and an agency that may be running a generic playbook built on every other industry in the B2B tech world, then answer a few questions, book a call, we'll see if we're fit. If we're not, I'll point you in the right direction. I'll try and give you the best advice I can in terms of what's best for you and your firm right now today and where you're trying to go. No pressure, no BS. And really the best time to build a growth engine was last year. The second best is today. So reach out. We'll look forward to meeting you, and thanks for hanging with me.